Along at the place of the rising sun, welcomes the Springboks to the city of Mbombela for the second time. South Africa will take on Wales and the second test match, the Castle incoming series. Picture perfect conditions here, 3 o'clock kickoff, most welcomed by all in South Africa. And for Wales, number of changes, 2 of them to be exact, both up front were made by Warren Gatland, looking for a much improved performance. The changes happens up front with Samson Lee will take over from Adam Jones. It's the new, and the old is out of the way. He will earn his 5th run-on cap. Elwyn Jones will run on for his 80th cap for Wales. 4 of them as captain, his 10th against South Africa, and he joins Carters as the lock pairing. Josh Turnbull, the other change on the side of the scrum, replaces Aaron Schindler, looking for more work and the breakdown. That's what Warren Gatland talked about, the reason for the change. The halfback pairing will carry on, but a lot is expected of Mike Phillips with so much of experience from the number 9. The centre pairing of Jamie Roberts, Jonathan Davies will team up for the 30th time in Test match rugby for Wales, and plenty is expected from the 2 of them. North and Cuthbert built like loose forward, over 100 kilograms each, and got 29 tries between them. They'll be supporting Liam Williams. The bench, that's where Jack Ball will get a chance. Jarvis of the changes, and Garrett Davies was outstanding. And look out for Baker, played a superb game against the EP Kings, and Matthew Morgan, always exciting with a few chances he's got for Wales. The home side, big talking point in the week, saying, is it time to make the changes? We've seen what the quality run on 15 can do, but Hanneke May has made minimal of them. 2 of them to be exact, and the first one is up front with the Beestam Tawarira replaces Guthrie Steenkamp, joins the Duplessis brothers for the 13th time as a front row. Flip van der Merwe is back after replacing Bucky's Boyter, joins the most capped Springbok of all time, Victor Matfield, with 112 caps to his name today. The loose trio pretty settled, a total of 80 test matches between them. Look out for Francois Lowe, hard yards he does on the ground as well. The halfback pairing will look to maintain and up the tempo as well after a superb performance in the first test match. And Monenstein, superb outing. The unsung heroes of the first test match, JP Peterson and young Serfontein, were outstanding in Durban. And the back 3 all got on the score sheet last weekend, led by that man, number 15 jumper, Willie Leroux, with a sublime performance, a man of the match to be exact. So much energy in this replacement. Ben de Loer de Jager played 40 minutes to earn his first test last weekend. Outstanding performance for the 21-year-old. Skalkberger will march on, and the man who's last played for South Africa was back in 2012, Wynand Olivier, in the number 22 jumper. These are the crucial minutes in the team room. All the talking is done. It's time to produce. The Wales have been very open, just saying we are building to the World Cup next year in 2015. One of the big reasons for the change up front to allow Samson Lee some more game time. They know what they've got in Adam Jones. They were disappointed with their performance in Durban. They're looking to play with some pride for the red jumper. History doesn't favor them in South Africa. Wales have not won on SA soil in the history of over 50 years competing between the 2 sides. Good to see the traveling fans. Test match rugby and Mbombela. The 3rd test match being played here, the first one being Samoa taking on Italy last year, and the Springboks played after that, so it's the 2nd time the Springboks play a test match in Mbombela Stadium. What a career. It's lasted 14 years. Victor Matfield. Don't want to call him the comeback kid, but what a comeback. Took a break from the game for 2 seasons, 2 years to be exact. He stepped it up, and today he will be the most capped Springbok of all time. Victor Matfield, 112 test matches. A fitting welcome to the servant of SA Rugby, who's led from the front. A line-out maestro, but also his leadership qualities right up there with the best. Brian Abana became a father this week. And let's let the people of Mbombela to welcome the Springboks onto the stadium. .55 tries to his name. Brian Abana, the SA Rugby Player of the Year in 2005, 2007, 2012, and the RB Player of the Year 27. Those are accolades of Brian Abana. 97th Test match for South Africa today.
The national anthem of Wales will be sung by Salim Kaji. National anthem of South Africa by Caroline van Jaarsveld.
As always, the crowd will stand as we await the singing of the national anthem.
My hand was on high, while Bairthar and Torion and Moyon Ovri, I Gural Ravelwir, Latarwir Tramar, Rosrathet Bochwasan Taikar. Glide, you loitering blood, come on here, give it of thy, above in your cry.
Così sì che lei Africa, ma non paga nessuno punto waio, Ismaili tanda soyetu, così sì che lei zina, musapo waio, murena buluka se java.
Thank you to the people in Nelspruit, much so to Salim Kaji for singing the Wales national anthem. Caroline van Jaarsveld, superb rendition of Nkosi Sikelel' Africa. Well, my co-commentators Bob Skinstead on touchline will be Robbie Kempson. Bob, a huge game here for South Africa to win the second test.
It is a massive game, Owen, and what a wonderful day for it as well. I've been out there. The surface is magnificent. It's a hard, fast-running surface. I saw Brian Habana. He's licking his chops. He wants as much possession as he got last week, and he'll deliver the tries, no doubt. The one thing we are going to see from the Welsh, they're going to slow the ball down. They're going to be niggly and nuggety, and they're going to try and stop South Africa from getting the quick ball that they need.
But well, superb stuff. That's what people are expecting. A superb test match. Prior to that, the man right close to it. Robbie, what's the vibe like down there?
There's some atmosphere down here, Big O. Make no mistake about that. The crowd is coming in now in full voice. Sprinklings of Welsh supporters out there, but certainly the majority of this crowd is right behind the Bokke and that man Brian Habana.
Springboks are playing from right to left. Magical start in Durban. The big question is, can they do it again in Bombela? Steve Walsh will wait for the whistle from him, and it comes. Game on. Hanging start from Morné Steyn. Even better defense for Cornel Hendricks. Wales keeping ball in hand, deep in their own half. Mike Phillips in the pocket to Bigger. And that is a sound clearance from the Welsh.
It is a sound clearance, but very conventional. They've just gone back into that mode that they were in last week and doing the same old, and the Springboks will want to capitalise on that. The man in the middle of this lineup has played more rugby tests for South Africa than any man in the history of the game, and he wins another one.
Dwayne Vermeulen sets a target at centre field. Options on the left-hand side. Farouk du Preez. Tawarira with the sounding welcome from the Bombela resident. The swivel. Now Willie Leroux probing that blind side. The switch with Cornel Hendricks. Good ball retention by the Springboks. That's Du Plessis. Yanni, the tight head prop. Good support play from his brother Bismarck. From a standing start by the Springboks, looking to go same side. Quick ball available. Steyn. Yep. And Serfontein. Solid defense by Wales. Out wide, the skip pass. Dwayne Vermeulen took his eyes off the ball. Advantage to Wales. Credit to the visitors' defense. Just putting their bodies on the line there.
Yeah, good defense from Wales. Nice attack, Dwayne Vermeulen. We haven't seen him drop a lot of rugby balls. He likes to carry it up, and a good offloader as well when he gets that critical momentum. What I like from the Springboks is they use both sides. They attacked left, Steyn did the little inside pass to Serfontein. Then they went wide right to Leroux, and Vermeulen obviously knocked on, but they were moving up that right-hand touchline. Cornel Hendricks hungry for more test tries. He got one on debut, and he wants to carry on in the same vein.
Robbie Kempson, first scrum of the day.
Very beefy packs, both of these. It's interesting what's going to happen with Samson Lee on the tighter here against the Beast.
Steady platform for Mike Phillips. They'll be pleased with that scrum. Phillips to pick up and drive. He finds space. The offload is good. Toby Faletau. Wales on the front foot. Pick up and drive. It's Phillips. Should have let that go. Good stop from Jan Serfontein. Phillips still going. Played flank as a youngster in high school. Mike Phillips. Bigger. Davies joining on the line, looking for George North. Great run from the left winger. Slow ball for Phillips. The show and go. Good stop by Francois Lowe. But Bismarck could have turned it over. Sterling work by the Springbok hooker.
They got space out wide, the Springboks. Morné Steyn.
Willie Leroux, an opportunity for the Springbok. Jan Serfontein, the show and go. Couldn't get that pass away. Backs doing the hard yards. Good cleaning out by the Springbok backline. Oh. Turnover.
He was on his feet holding on. Well, a bit of a bemused look there by Serfontein. I'd like to see that in slow-mo, and I'm sure with the Supersport camera work, we certainly will. Steve Walsh, in fact, a couple of mistakes that happened right on that area, just where the sun is pouring in. Beautiful low-felt afternoon here, and Serfontein, just, you could see that moaning a little bit to Willie Leroux. He's not sure that he hung on to that ball. I think the tackler, in this case it was John Davies, might have kept his arm on the ball, making it really difficult for him to roll the ball back towards Farouk du Preez, who I know was hungry to keep attacking.
Great opportunity for Dan Bigger. to open up the scoring account for Wales. Was good with the boot last weekend, and Derwin Bigger. Solid strike from the Welsh fly half. Oh, the flag stayed down. A missed opportunity by Dan Bigger.
Well, this is the first turnover. First Lowe has a go, and then the ball's out, and there's Bismarck du Plessis. He looks up at the referee. This, you see, watch John Davies there. I'm not sure that he's released the player on the ground at all, in fact.
Good management of the kickoff by Wales. Mike Phillips.
A lot more spring in their step, Wales, today.
Faletau can't bust the tackle. Phillips, Bigger. The switch to Jamie Roberts, looking to stay and play the 80 minutes this week. Samson Lee, the 21-year-old. Hit down. Luke Charteris for Wales, held up by JP Peterson. Impressive defense by the Springbok back line. Turnover could be in the cards here. Yes, it is.
Yeah, that's a great piece of play from Serfontein. He's turned it around. He knows the rules. That's why he was moaning about what happened in that tackle. He knows that if they can hold Charteris up, and he's a long, tall drink of water, is Luke Charteris. He's over 2 meters tall. Fantastic line-out specialist. And you can see here, just being held up, Serfontein is shouting more to Walsh. And he's getting the credit for that, and it's a turnover. Bismarck du Plessis. Both of them proud old boys of Grey College in Bloemfontein.
Taking strong forward, the Springboks. So one change up front. Good platform for du Preez. Namone stayed. Browner Banners, chase line, Faletau underneath it. Advantage to the Springboks. Forde du Preez can't get the pass away, desperately does so. Now Willie Leroux, it's broken play. Will dab through. Good covering from Jonathan Davies. Wales get numbers to that breakdown. Phillips clears. They set up a good part here, Wales. Back on the front foot, probing that blindside little skip pass. Good interaction between the forwards. Mike Phillips, another part of forwards, looking to suck in more Springbok defenders. Phillips with the box kick. Oh, it's gone too far, given position away. Opportunity for the Springboks. Forde du Preez, Browner Banner on the left wing. Does he pin his ears back? Banner has got JP Peterson in support. Oh! Well, we've seen those two just produce better touches. They'll be disappointed with that knock-on.
Well, 2 early mistakes from the Springboks, and Rob Kempson, I'll bring you in because that happened right in front of you. That's not how they started last week, and they'll really want to remedy that quickly.
It's a little casual from Brian, it must be said, but there's nothing wrong with the pass. JP should have taken it right into the bread basket. But there might be a bit of a chat here. There's 1 or 2 gentlemen having a bit of a scuffle off the ball.
There's been 2 pushes and shoves, and both of them have been involving you. Which one? With 2 over here. All I'm saying is, mate, understand physical presence and all that. We've got to have a line in the sand, and you as captain, I need you to lead that. Yeah.
Pretty clear from Steve Walsh, the referee.
It's red ball.
Alwyn Jones got to lead with example.
I get it. Just let us deal with it, eh?
And Bobby touched on in terms of get that balance where you've got to be physical, you've got to match the Springboks up front. You've got to play within the laws of the game.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, and it's a great point, you know. Steve Walsh says there, I know you're trying to impose physical presence. I know all of those things. You've still got to do it within the laws of the game, and you've got to show the leadership. So he's put the onus on Alan Wynne Jones there to make sure that his charges remain disciplined, and that could pan out in the Springboks' favour if they don't.
Scrums have been even earlier on in this test match.
Remain that way, Bigger.
Mike Phillips to Bigger. Jonathan Davies searching for work. Skip pass out wide. Good juggle, but it's North who brings it back into play. They'll be pleased with that net gain, Wales. Bigger. Charteris. Better carry of the ball from the Welsh lock forward. On his feet, Dwayne Vermeulen can't turn it over in time.
I understand.
it's definitely a different Welsh team than what we saw last week.
Absolutely, and the beauty is, anyone in the week who said that the Springboks are just going to roll over Wales wouldn't have done his research. He wouldn't have looked at what's happened. France versus Australia, there's a 50-point turnaround in these games. The Welsh team have been playing fantastic rugby over the last couple of years. They played together. George North said last week, before the Durban game, he spent 5 days in bed with a bit of a virus. He's just worried that his immune system was down, and I think that probably tells for the whole team. They were off their game. South Africa are going to have to be on theirs to make sure that they have another solid victory.
Another solid scrum by Wales. Options on the blind side. That was a superb scrum from the Beast and Tawarira, supported by the rest of the pack of forwards.
But he does so well there. He just maintains the pressure. He kept it on, and Samson Lee eventually just on the back foot. He had to try go on the inside to take the pressure off him. And good hard yards there from the Beast.
Do you want to stop from?
Yeah, you can almost imagine what happened. Samson Lee, after that shove, the ball was at the 8th man's feet. He kind of relaxed a bit and the Springboks came through.
Oh, look at this. Here comes the pressure. There's Samson Lee. Beast has stayed straight, looking at him, and once they get the end of it, the Welsh front row fractured and moved around. He's not happy. He doesn't want to be shown a lesson by 10 down Tawarira like that.
Prime real estate for the Springboks just outside the 22. Gone with a full line out. Will they play off the top? Will they get the driving maul on the go? First things first. Tidy line out in the front is good. Off the top. Mornay Steyn. JP Peterson. Going available 2 meters. Peterson. Duprier. Good angle running from Dwayne Vermeulen. Duprier. Mornay Steyn. Billy Leroux. Brian Abana. Got to stay in field. Brilliant work from the Springbok left winger. Not much space to work with there. Bismarck du Plessis. In the red zone, the Springboks. A bit of creativity required. Brutal force gets driven back. Tawarira gets man and ball. Brilliant line speed. Very effective by Wales. Well, hats off to the visitors. Just manned up, closed down the space and make some telling tackles.
Absolutely, and the old adage goes, don't do the same thing and expect a different result. The Springboks drawing back there to what we've seen in the past, a single runner, a one-out runner, and it's so hard to get over the advantage line if you're just one man against the others. And there was a Welsh boot that flicked that, and you can see the pace of Cuthbert straight onto Beast, and that's the steal. He's a big man to get down and steal that ball. Is Luke Charteris, did very well.
Short line out for Wales. Ken Owens, the hook at your feet. Captain Elwyn Jones wins it. Jamie Roberts at first receiver. Better defense by the Springbok centre field. Phillips looking for work as Liam Williams. Good stop from Flip Panamova. Phillips. Samson Lee. Satisfactory stop from more experienced Yanni du Plessis. Jamie Roberts cuts back in field. Mike Phillips, a skip pass. Jonathan Davies spins back into more supportive players. Luke Charteris way behind the gain line. Springboks scrambling on defense, haven't had much position to play with. The switch. Good stop by the du Plessis brothers. Did he have a chance to roll away? Yanni, but it's all within the laws of the game. The tackler got to make the effort to roll away.
Well, it's a cumulative mistakes by the Springboks here, and this will be another chance for Bigger to convert it into points. But Yanni du Plessis, who made that tackle, it was really difficult for him to do it, but you still got to make an effort to roll away.
There's not been many penalties. 2 things I've seen in the last phase. 6 fell that side, 3 fell that side and got penalised.
You can see that he's almost locked into where he is. He tries to get away with the hands, but he stopped the ball from coming out. So Steve Walsh is always going to be inclined to penalise him there. And he's just given Victor an overall team warning. He said, there haven't been that many penalties, but I need your help.
Bigger striker, solid. It looks good. Yes. Wales in the lead by 3. Dan Bigger takes his personal tally to 110 points for Wales. Textbook stuff, head down, solid plant of the right, of the left foot. Kept his head down, good follow through. The restart is deep from the Springboks. Filatau fields it for Wales. It's taken play outside the 22. Jonathan Davies got to keep it in field. Plenty of time for du Preez as he returns the favour, getting the Springboks back upfield. Good take by Bigger, even better tackle by Willie Leroux. Phillips. Good charge upfield, that's Josh Turnbull. Jonathan Davies. Once again, he won't find touch. Not searching for touch. Morné Steyn. Cornel Hendricks needs to put the team on side. Brilliant take by Williams. More urgency at the breakdown point by Wales. Samson Lee. Somersaulting out of a tackle, might call it. Filatau, soft hands, did that go forward? No, it hasn't. Cutburn skins the banner. Oh, just gets a foot into touch. Ran out of the playing surface there, right in front of you, Robbie Kempson.
There's a different buzz about this Wales team this afternoon, no question about it. They've brought the physical element and they've brought that passion, so well from these Welsh players. But certainly even Brian Abana almost skinned on the outside, but the surface is cutting up slightly, which is why he slipped into touch.
When observing the Springboks close by, what are you picking up?
They're in for a game this afternoon, there's no question about that, but they're also quite composed about the way they're going about their business. This game's been played at a hell of a place downstairs, yeah.
Absolutely, and it's been a week of preparation and reflection. I think Warren Gatland was quoted as saying, he mentioned how Wales, they know how good they can be, and they're confident in their ability to perform. They were disappointed with what they did last week, but wow, they're bringing the X factor to Mbombela Stadium.
I think a comforting word you said there, Robbie, was the composure shown by the Springboks under so much pressure.
Boys, set and stay.
Outstanding take by Victor Matfield.
Leave his legs in the air, please. I don't know who it was, somebody grab his legs.
Decision time here for Victor Matfield, and
Legs in the air.
Morné Steyn definitely not out of reach. So Morné Steyn's gone for post.
Well, there's the man of the moment, Victor Matfield, another win for him, and he's just solid. You could see that. I can't see the face of the player, but someone had their head down and it pulled Victor's legs backwards and out from under him. And just saw Jan van Kraan run on there. He's the brains behind what the forwards do. Last week they showed a nice little change to spinning a line out around the back. They've had some good driving opportunities as well of late, and he's the man who puts it all together for them. He looks at the tactical strategy for the forwards, and it's certainly working out well.
Morné Steyn strike is superb, just not getting no direction. There's 3 points going to begging as well for South Africa.
Certainly long enough there. Morné Steyn, they would have gone over, but just shaving the left hand uprights.
Yeah, got 100% kicking record in the first test. It's for conversion and a penalty. Not the ideal start. Cornel Hendricks. Good support from the forwards. Du Preez. Brilliant rush defence. Wales is shutting down that space. Mornay Steyn spotted an opening and has overcooked it.
Well, that's the little mistakes we were talking about. Mornay Steyn doesn't make many of them, and wow, didn't he notice a massive gaping hole behind the Welsh defence there? Just overcooked it literally by half a metre.
The Welsh have turned up for this game, but biggest question, can they sustain the intensity they're playing at? Spent the bulk of the week in Cape Town. It was wet, different atmosphere. Up here in the Lowveld, rather warm, 3 o'clock kickoff. But it's festive, it's test match rugby. And the crowd absolutely enjoying the Springboks. They arrived here on Sunday. Got a hero's welcome from the locals. Also Wales chatting to Warren Gatlin prior to kickoff, just saying the hospitality of the South Africans from Durban to Cape Town to right here in Bombela has been outstanding.
Some running repairs there to Samson Lee. Looks like he's going to join the frame rather shortly.
Talking about last weekend's test match, Springboks, they talked about throughout the whole week is the amount of time the ball was in play last weekend is one of the most experienced of the Springbok pack. Samson Lee, well, it's not, it's Ken Owens, experienced hooker. Also played in the Rugby World Cup back in 2011. Jones wins it back for Wales. Breaking away is top. Good stop by Alberts. Ball still available for Wales. Mike Phillips. Deep by Dan Bigger. Chasing hard. Alex Catford, a tester for Billy Leroux. Took his eyes off the ball. And it's been knocked on.
Well, 4 big mistakes from South Africa. Last week, Billy Leroux couldn't put a foot wrong. And he's just had a little knock on there. It's going to give Wales a chance to get an attacking scrum just outside that red zone. You can see that he didn't have the full purchase on it. He had it, watch the eyes, go straight down to who's coming on in front of him, and they were flying at it. Cuthbert just put him off catching that ball.
He's in a bit of pain from that last line out, so wanted to see how he tags along.
Bone collector, Willem Albert. Look for Alex Cuthbert to get involved in this play, but Wales need to get good go forward and good platform here from the scrum. Phillips, Bigger, the switch with Cuthbert, he's found space, broke the first tackle, the offload to Jamie Roberts, try Wales. His 8th try for Wales as they extend their lead to 8 points just before the conversion. Set move here, Bobskins there.
Yeah, just watch this. Farid Priya's got to make his way wide to get Bigger. The drop inside to Cuthbert, who offloads beautifully to Roberts. He's a big, strong man, as Jamie Roberts at number 12, and despite the attentions of Jan Serfontein, he's over under the sticks.
Well rehearsed as Alex Cuthbert that really got the go forward. Breached the Springboks defence. 60th test match for Wales for Jamie Roberts. Redeemed himself after receiving a yellow card last weekend with South Africa. Scored 2 tries against Wales. With that, Bigger takes the tally to 10. Good conversion.
They're on defence here from the Springboks. Very over tracks. Loose forward doesn't get there in time. great angle of running and the offload, which really sets up the try. This Welsh team's going to play rugby this afternoon.
A well-deserved celebration from the visitors. The restart from Mornay Steyn, change of tactics as he kicks to the left-hand side. Williams. Good take from the kick-off, but taken back.
It was taken back.
Phillips looking for the box kick. Dwayne from Mullen with Willie Leroux. Leroux goes up, Cuthbert. Good chase upfield from the Welsh right winger. Dupree, flip from him over. Just on the gain line now. Mornay Steyn. Tester for Williams. Liam Williams goes up and is wanted back for Wales. Good recycling from the Welsh. Bigger. Jonathan Davies spotted an opening. Mornay Steyn. Then a bounce, towing through. Football skills from Jonathan Davies, just couldn't elude Willie Leroux. Turnover. Wells back on the front foot. Chartres. Not a great pass. Skip pass to Alex Cuthbert as he goes against the grain. Cuthbert still going. Branabeda makes the stop. Mike Phillips probes and lets the ball go. Wales back within 10 meters. They lead by 10. Bigger. Owens. Jonathan Davies. It's Wales on the front foot. They're 5 meters short. Lydiot. Slowed down by Yanni Duplessis. Then Bigger. All behind the forwards. Liam Williams. Couldn't get the offload. Desperate stuff by the Springboks. Bigger. Cuthbert looking for a soak in and gets it. Wow. What a finish from Wales. Alex Cuthbert, to be exact, scores his 13th try for Wales.
Well, it's a brilliant piece of rugby from Wales. The Springboks falling off tackles left, right and centre. Cuthbert gets over that advantage line. The ball skips back to him, and when it goes around the back here, Williams breaks through again. Good solid work by him, but the Springboks again falling off tackles. The width here from Bigger gets that big man Cuthbert into a very short gap next to him. And Cuthbert is big and strong. We saw him last week run the length of the field. Here he didn't have to, but he's over for Wales, and they lead by 15 points to 0.
Dan Bigger looking to add on the extra 2. Relatively easy one. The flags go up. 17 points to 0. Wales in the lead.
And very deservedly it is. Just the pace of the ball from those rucks. This man is phenomenal. He's big, he's strong, and really got himself involved in the game. And a well-deserved try. Also problems pitch side. Pinnar's gone onto the pitch. Looks like Mornay Steyn's coming off.
That is a big change for South Africa. Ron Pienaar with the restart. Mike Phillips. Chase just not getting there in time. Dwayne from Mullen. He's lost it. Backwards, but Josh Turnbull wins it back for Wales. Cuthbert back in the mix. Another great run from the right winger. Wales have taken play over the halfway line. Samson Lee. Good stop from JP Peterson. Jenkins, experience top forwards in world rugby. Bigger. Tester for the Springboks backline. Willie Leroux can't win it back. Advantage to Wales. Will tow through from Jenkins. Springboks will win possession back. Helter-skelter stuff out there. Wow. The heat is on here at Bombela Stadium.
Well, big time. They're going to have a look at the tape here. I'll go to the big screen. That's what Steve Walsh is looking at. He just wants to see if... Up goes Willie.
Yeah. because they've both got their eyes on the ball, both almost at exactly the same height, just a fair contest.
Yeah, that's a fair contest, and that's what I like about this replay situation. The referee can see if someone's left a trailing arm or he's gone for the legs. Willie LaRue showing great commitment there, but that's part of the commitment. You've got to understand that if you're going to go up when someone else does and they take out your legs, you're going to come down very hard on your back, and he did.
Mornay Stones left the field as a blood replacement, but a bigger concern, Willem Alberts is off, and on comes Big Skull.
Skull, very good. 3 Rugby World Cups, he's named the RB Player of the Year back in 2004. What a comeback to Test match rugby. Awesome. Played for the Springboks in 2011. Good outing last weekend in Durban.
Set!
Really impressed with the Welsh scrum. Growing in confidence, Robbie Kempson. They're keeping the ball in the 8-man's feet. They're taking the box on.
I would like this from Samson Lee. Got roasted in one scrum from the Beast.
Reset.
And they've managed just to collect themselves and another go at it.
Really stay hard, work hard to stay down.
I wonder if keeping that ball is the right idea. The Beast does keep that pressure on him. Really does tend to work his tight head.
Yeah, the Welsh have got an attacking formation set up on the left-hand side of the field here. 4 players crammed into the small or short side. And JP Peterson and Cornell Hendricks are just having a bit of a conference, not quite sure what to do.
There's any real stability there, okay? So let's get back to what we were doing. Please.
They know that if they attack up that short side, they're going to have an extra man, but you also can't discount the fact that Wales might be holding that as a dummy and then attack at the right-hand side. So Ruan Pienaar, you can see there are 4 players in that short side. Ruan Pienaar's just been talking to Serpentine, saying, if they do go, I'll go in as the inside defender on the right-hand side, and you need to cover my back this side.
First things first, they need a solid scrum to work from Wales, and they get it. It is a decoy, Phillips. Williams, solid defense from Serpentine on George North. Still available for Wales to pick up and drive. Josh Turnbull, one of the standout players against the EP Kings. He's lost it.
That's a brilliant steal there from Francois Lowe. Great commitment on the ball. Lovely defensive technique, and he got his hands on it, and Walsh gave him that advantage quickly. He didn't blow the whistle straight away because he thought the Springboks might get a turnover which they could attack from.
Good clearance from Ruan Pienaar. 100 yards here. A strength from Mullin with an outstanding steal. The tackle, a good one from Ruan Pienaar, the replacement fly half. Bismarck du Plessis looking for his captain. Another brilliant take by Victor Matfield. Exactly what they're searching for, the Springboks. They get the penalty.
No, mate. It wasn't very smart. Collapsing them all.
Well, it's quite clear that they've got to sack it immediately. He's had 2 bites of the cherry, Gethin Jenkins. So that's collapsing them all, and interesting enough, going for the corner, lads.
Very interesting move there, and like we said earlier, Johan van Kraan and his charges have been practicing some interesting stuff around the line-out area. So if they peel around the front, they're going to want to get over the advantage line and open up some width for the likes of Willie LaRue, etc., to attack. But they will definitely use this as an attacking platform. Victor Matfield is going for the 7 points.
Once again, constructed, driving more, ball at the tail immediately. It's Francois Lowe has got possession. They stay compressed, they stay together as the crowd gets behind the Springboks. Luke Charters from an offside position. The short, he got the advantage. Farid Duprier digs for it. Oh, it just doesn't come in time. Malicious from Luke Chartres.
He's illegally come around the side. He's illegally come around the side, and then he's collapsed at 2 deliberate infringements.
Wales will finish the first half with 14 men. And with that, the Springboks back themselves as they go for the try again.
Well, the Springboks need to score here. Rob Kempson, you've been involved in some tight situations and tight games. They need points on the board before that half-time break.
Without even a question, and no doubt about the yellow card either.
Quick line out taken by South Africa. Have they still got the advantage? Steve Welsh is happy to let it go. Ball right at the brute with Bismarck du Plessis. Gets the offload to Branabana. And good defense from Wales. But South Africa still got the advantage.
Number 1, from the side. I am very prepared to put another one in the bin. Take that message. Illegally defending the maul.
Straight up.
Well, they would have been talking about this all week, Wales. They wouldn't have liked what the Springboks did to them with their driving maul in Durban. They would have said, how do we stop it? How do we fracture it? How do we prevent the Springboks from getting the points they so desperately need now? But that came so easily in Durban. And one of the ways is to stop that attacking drive. And the line-up win from Victor in the middle gives them the opportunity to go front and back. They've lost it.
Over the top, tidying up from Dan Lydiard for Wales. Wasted opportunity by the Springboks.
No, thank you.
Credit to Welsh defence as they clear their line. Still not out of danger, Wales. South Africa will get the line out inside the 22.
Come down, beast.
They need some creativity in attack, South Africa. Another option is to just shift the contact point at line out time. Don't drive the same channel where you win the line out. Just couldn't hear the call there, Bismarck. Courtesy of some awesome crowd supporting the Springboks. The take is good from Matfield. Well, they've gone with the conventional driving more. Ball is right through the tail. Wales need to regroup. Turnbull from an offside position. Well, it's 10 meters just too far for the Springboks. Now it gets better. They're 5 meters out. Lots of depth in the driving more. Penalty try is awarded.
And completely justified as well. 3 lineouts in a row. The Springboks were heading towards it. They're also sending Dan Bigger off the field. My goodness. Wales are going to be up against it here.
Fantastic work by the Springbok pack. They've got them back into the game. Just look at the hard yards done up front though by those prop forwards. The beast giving the edge at the back. Potential yellow card there. That's where the first part of the penalty trial might have come from. The second part right on the line. Yanni du Plessis doing some strong work in front. And there you'll see the number 10, Dan Bigger, coming in to try to stop it. And rightly so, Steve Walsh. Penalty drive.
All within the laws of the game. With that, 4 points to Africa, 17 points to 7. Mornay Steyn is back on the park. And he had the conversion earlier on.
South Africa need to negate that lead. They need to get some more points here. They're playing against 13 men for at least 7 minutes.
Liam Williams restarts. Victor Matfield, another good take from the kickoff. Steve Welsh is happy with the formation of the driving more. De Priya to Mornay Steyn. They've got the advantage here. It's a 4-2 for South Africa. Over the top, JP Peterson. Peterson cuts inside. JP Peterson. He's taken to over the halfway line. Billy Leroux calls for it. Billy Leroux. All against the grain. He's got Bismarck du Plessis support. It's got to be Cornel Hendricks in the corner for South Africa.
Feet, and so they should be. It's Cornel Hendricks, the 7 specialist flyer on the wing, fed the ball by the mercurial Billy Leroux. Lovely attack from inside their own 22. You could see the intent in Mornay Steyn's eyes. The first thing he did was spread the ball wide. They attacked all the way up the left-hand touchline, and then it was JB Peterson who cut through, played Billy LaRue, who changed the angle of attack to find Cornel Hendricks holding his line on the right wing. And he's the man with the points. Lovely running rugby from the Springboks. It's taken them 32 minutes to wake up, but now the eyes are wide open.
Steyn looking to add on the extra 2. And he's successful with his 95th conversion for South Africa, Steyn. And it's a 3-point game here in Bombela Stadium.
Fantastic try. This is a try of absolute beauty. Watch the communication there from Billy LaRue on the inside, telling his man exactly where he is. Then the vision to see on the outside. He had Bismarck, he knew the man perhaps didn't have the legs to get there. Fantastic floating pass over the top, and the finish from Hendricks. The Springboks really are showing us some champagne rugby out here, Bob.
2 tries, Bob.
Well, running with the ball in 2 hands, showing any youngsters out there, that's the way you need to attack. They want to capitalise on any Welsh mistakes, and there's one.
What's the throw, fellas?
From Williams. Liam Williams it is. He's got to step into that standoff position, and he's taken a kick-off. You probably find he hasn't taken a lot of them, because bigger or James Hook or someone like that would have been taking the kickoffs, and he's knocked it straight into touch. So the Springboks have decided to scrum in the middle of the field. I've got no doubt we'll see some form of attack.
Well, also when you're down to 13 men, what Wells should be doing is shorter kickoffs, allow that pack of forwards to compete. If you kick too far, you just haven't got the numbers to cover the field and be able to defend.
Crouch!
Attacking scrum for the Springboks, centre field, options on both sides.
Is that pre-engagement, eh?
It's 8 against 7.
Excuse me, Ken? Okay, buddy.
Makes it more difficult, is it? They don't have an out-and-out lock forward packing in that back row. So it does disrupt the scrum immensely here for that Welsh team.
Crouch! Bind! Set!
Springboks dominating the hit. Looking to milk a penalty, not to be.
Sorry, mate, I've never got that, okay?
With the right shoulder like that.
Come through again, just go green.
He could have picked it up slightly.
Should have.
Yeah. He would have been gone down that line side.
Early shove. Okay, hold your weight.
They haven't got that 8th man cover, Bob. It just makes it so much easier. They should have played that.
No, let's go, boys.
Yeah, absolutely. They had an opportunity, and you'll see Forde Priya, once he's fed this in, look, he moves around to the right-hand side. And as soon as he knows there's an opportunity, he's gone. He's ready to go here.
Let's go, please.
But they had to reset the scrum.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
Scrum was good, as expected by the Springboks. None of good channeling, but Billy LaRue to JP Peterson. Peterson to Brian Banner. Good stop from Alex Catbird. Flip van der Merwe takes it on a yard for South Africa. Numbers to burn on the right-hand side. Steyn, Bismarck du Plessis. Strong on his feet. Gets the pass out wide. Now Steyn. Cornel Hendricks calls for it. He won't get it. Steyn has just calmed things down. Dupree. To Victor Matfield. Dupree. Jan Serfontein. Taking play inside the 22. Skalkberger. Just less than 2 more minutes left in the first half. An opportunity for South Africa. Billy LaRue will cut inside. Needs the support. Couldn't find Brian Banner. What a game he's had. Alex Cuthbert for Wales. Try saving intercept. Brilliant stop. Gianni du Plessis.
Great hit from du Plessis.
Energy from the title prop. Now, Phillips. In offside position, flip van der Merwe. Wales will do the sigh of relief. They can maintain the scoreline, just a 3-point lead with 2 players down.
Yeah, mate.
Well, Wales will take this as slowly as possible.
I get that. Your man's about to come back.
Yeah, the forward pass had already happened there. You could see that Havana cutting back inside did well enough to look after it, the outside backs.
Davies finds touch.
Yeah, just bring him on.
Back to 14 man. Luke Charters is back just before half time.
Boys.
Winding down the clock. Seconds remain in it. Wales will secure this line out. Surely tow it into touch. Ken Owens in the front. Good take from Charters.
Use it!
Well, what a start from Wales. Outstanding in the first 40 minutes. Alex Cuthbert being sublime with 2 tries apiece at the Bombela Stadium. And all the hard yards is being done up front by Wales. They're really manned up. This Welsh team is here to play. And Robbie Kempson downstairs with an interview.
Well, it's a bit more edge to this Welsh side today.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think we let them sneak in there in the first half of the first half. Really, they got a bit of momentum and they capitalised on that. I think we started pulling things together now, but definitely a lot more work to be done in the second half.
Great composure shown by you guys.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what we did in the corner there. We backed ourselves with our drive with the forward pack, and we did well there to get onto the line and walk away with the penalty try.
It was heat in the change room. Surely some harsh words being passed on by Hanneke Meyer.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think harsh words from Hanneke Meyer, but also harsh words from the Springboks themselves. I'm trying to be going through the first half and on the little piece of paper that we write down the order of events, and the Springboks made 6 mistakes, key mistakes that Wales capitalised on, and Wales made a couple of mistakes in terms of giving away the yellow card, etc., but that was because they were under pressure. Springboks weren't under pressure, so those unforced errors are what gave Wales the lead. So luckily now they're back in it. I think they'll focus definitely in the second half on maintaining possession and being able to attack. I've just had a catch up with Ian Evans, who's commentating out here with Sky TV from the UK, and he's got a grin like a Cheshire cat. I'm hoping we can wipe it off his face.
History beckons for this Welsh team. They've never won on South African soil before. Restart of the second half. Good take by Flip van der Merwe. No safety of the 22 for Morné Steyn. Toes it upfield. Williams, plenty of time and space. Returns the favour. Tester for Farid du Preez. It was knocked on, but referee says no, it's not. An opportunity for Wales earlier on. Elwyn Jones chasing hard. Willie Leroux. Jones will win it back, but Victor Matfield scrambles and wins it for South Africa.
Yeah, that's exceptional play from Victor Matfield. Covered the field again, a litany of errors there, just not going South Africa's way. The ball squirted out to the back of the ruck, and they weren't able. Watch this, Toby Faletau's done well to win it. Then it's come off a South African heel, flicked forward. Alan Wynne-Jones has won it on the ground, but who's there? The evergreen Victor Matfield beats all the South African forwards there and wins the ball on the ground.
So we just hold off, and I'm looking, and it felt like it was more coming from here, as opposed to here.
Ken Owens having trouble with the bleeding forehead.
Been pretty good,
Advantage to South Africa. They'll get the feed at scrum time, but pressure. And it is just 10 metres off their line.
Yeah, okay, mate. It's going to be up here, mate.
Well, they're up front. They're back to eight men Wales. Just 10 bigger missing. Should be able to compete with the scrum. Put under pressure a bit when they're down to 7 up front.
Right on, mate. Crouch. Bind. Set.
Needed to be penalised. Samson Lee for hinging on the tight head, right in front of Steve Walsh, the referee.
Well, that's a let-off for South Africa. They were in possession of the ball, yes, but certainly in that danger zone. And Morna Steyn has executed a beautiful inside-out banana kick to get them out of that danger zone and in between the 10-metre and the halfway line. Yeah, you can see the collapse. Rob Kempson. What was the chat there? Jan van Graan was concerned about the forwards and getting momentum.
Looking to set up another drive and more. If anything, win the penalty back and get upfield. Through Dupuis back inside to Francois Lowe, who's found acres of space. Good stop from Jamie Roberts. Front foot ball for South Africa. Dupuis, Flip van der Merwe, one-off runners. He gets driven back. Dupuis, Tumtawarira, who puts his head down. Getting Jenkins. Good cleaning out by Dwayne Vermeulen, but just too late.
Was it on him?
Intentional once-off runners by South Africa.
I get the point.
Pretty costly in that first half.
I'll keep my eyes up for it. Yeah.
Well, Victor just remonstrating with Steve Walsh, who's saying every time we get over the advantage line, they're slowing it down. I think that's why there weren't enough cleaners there. It was a good break made, but the ball on the ground just stolen because there was no one to clean up the ruck. Watch this. Faletau makes the hit. He goes low, but doesn't hit him hard enough or hit him back. And Turnbull gets rid of the first cleaner, and Vermeulen was there. And good hard work on the ball by the Welsh loose forwards.
Owen's feet has gone over the top. Anybody's ball towed through by Williams. Doesn't get the favourable bounce. JP Peterson. Springbok possession. Dupuis. Almost in the pocket. Morne Steyn. Looking for a territorial gain. Of the kicker. Discipline costing South Africa. Desmond du Plessis on the left-hand touchline.
Well, it's those silly mistakes we were talking about again, and Dan Biggar will get Wales deep into South African territory. It's a good kick from Biggar. They're going to have a line out. And with a full complement, look at the left-hand side of the field there. You can see Desmond du Plessis is ahead of the kicker, and he carries on running. Steve Walsh is always going to call him back for that. He needs to wait until Brian Havana's gone past him. The Welsh forwards just had a conference, and they're going to try something here, no doubt.
Previous line-up went over the top from Ken Owens. He needs to find his jumpers, Luke Charteris and Owen Jones, and the front is the captain Jones. Good defence by the Springboks, getting a taste of their own medicine.
Use it once.
Peeling out on the blind side by Wales. Got to use it now. Steve Walsh called for it already. Breaking away is Turnbull. Dan Lydiard. Good support play from Josh Turnbull. Now Owens. Good run from the hooker. Wales searching for their third numbers to burn. Jonathan Davies cuts in field. Front foot ball. Advantage to Wales. Phillips. Owens puts his head down. Now going upstairs to the GMO.
Try. Yeah. Hey, I'm playing advantage for you for hands in there.
Celebrating off camera.
Up on the big screen. First thing, obstruction by front runner, and then whether we've got a correct grounding.
He hasn't bitten on the guy going through this train.
Pardon, buddy?
He hasn't bitten on the boat going through this train.
Yes, exactly.
No, there was a headbutt.
Oh, well, no.
Well, there he's driving towards the line.
Got a really bad view.
Oh, I think he's lost that.
There he has.
I think it's okay. Yeah.
There it is. What a tackle by Vermeulen. Then the ball squirts forward. I don't think he's got...
Okay, so Glenn, looking at that...
Hold on, Steve. One more.
He's gone low.
I agree with that.
And then Vermeulen has just wrapped him up. He's gone for the line. He's short there. And then that ball's gone forward of... Or backward of Dwayne Vermeulen.
That's all the replays, Steve.
So Glenn, looking at
Will
that,
we look back on this test match
got nothing to do with
and
it.
feel this?
Correct.
was a deciding moment.
He's gone, so we've got no double movement.
Yeah, no, hold on, please, Steve. We were just checking that he has retained possession of that ball.
Okay. He's now just checking, make sure he hasn't lost his position of the ball. Just wait, mate.
Well, there's the first one, and his hands off that ball. He's lost it forward.
Yeah, that's gone forward.
Okay.
No pressure required when it goes over the try line. That's control.
He's retaining position and hasn't lost the ball.
Okay.
So he's reached there, but he's come up short.
No, Steve, that's fine if that's raw. Are you happy with that?
No control there.
Now, if you're going to say that to me, I definitely want to see it at full speed, mate. You need to watch this at full speed because slow motion looks way worse.
Here it comes.
Steve Walsh with the technology available to
Here it is.
the referees. He wants to make sure.
Yeah, okay, Steve, I agree with you at full speed.
Sure. Try.
That is interesting. Try has been awarded to Wales as they extend their lead. Earlier on in the second half, Ken Owens, the try scorer. And history beckons for this Wales team who've never won on South African soil before. Biggest conversion is a good one. 24 points to 14 in the Bombela Stadium. It's Wales and a comfortable lead. The restart, deep by South Africa. Good chase up from JP Peterson. Advantage to South Africa.
Well, good pressure there from Peterson, driving through. And the Springboks are going to want to exert their own pressure. And the old Steyn-Matfield combination, just a knowing nod. Peterson does well, he drags the player to the ground, but it's Brian Abano who's on him. And going for that ball immediately. Good work by the veterans.
Matfield in the front. Desperately wins it back for South Africa. Ball with Bismarck du Plessis. A solid defense from Wales. Now South Africa gets some momentum. They march on. Did those players come through the middle? Referee's happy with that. Luke Chartres. Bismarck gets it away. Morne Steyn beats one. JP Peterson, another step. Wrapped up by red jumpers. Dupre. Oh, not great decision making. But Wales will be pleased with their line speed, that defensive effort. And South Africa just not quite up to standard what we saw last weekend in Durban.
Yeah, that's a good hit from Davies. I don't think Francois Lowe was expecting that ball. It went across the face of two of the attackers. And then he got the man and ball at the same time. Alan Wynne-Jones getting some running repairs.
Yeah, he's got his 10th game. He's playing his 10th game against South Africa, Alan Wynne-Jones. His 4th one as captain of Wales. British and Irish Lions tour last year. Back in 2009 tour with the Lions to South Africa. Robbie Kempson.
It's come time again for Lance Sampson. I must say, he's held up pretty decently the Beast Tarrier. This rolls back, I think, you alluded to it earlier. Are they going to have the gas in the tank in the last 20 minutes? That's going to be the big question.
Pressure scrum for Wales. Tight hit by South Africa. Heel against the head, Bismarck du Plessis. And it's been knocked on. They will take a lot out of that, the Springbok front row.
Well, that was a lovely tight hit. You don't often see those, Rob.
No, you don't. Beautiful work from the Springbok pack. And Peter de Villiers also working hard behind the scenes. He's finally got some continuity with his front row forwards. Have a look as the ball comes in. Great strike from Bismarck. He only does the right thing. He just lifts up the loose head. And unfortunately, the ball just spilling forward when the pressure starts coming through.
Old school skills from Bismarck du Plessis. The dip against the head. South Africa win the collision with the engagement. Not happy with the angle. Steve Walsh saying that right hand side.
Yeah, nothing wrong whatsoever with Big Skull getting on the ball.
Well, South Africa still in enough of a quandary here. 10 points behind Wales, 30 minutes to play. They're going to want to make the good decisions. Well, all of their good decisions they're going to want to make good with them. Bigger's gone to the far side, hasn't created as much relief as he possibly could have, but no doubt South Africa will put some pressure on the line out here.
Yeah, there's no question there, Bob, right in on the angle.
Well, there we go. Just giving away the pressure that they create. Lunter Jager's had a couple of minutes on the field. Flip Fanamava has just had a little cut taped up. And he's back into the mix.
Great opportunity for South Africa to compete, put the pressure on Wales at line-out time. Matt Forde in the front does so. Burger wins it back out to Francois Lowe. Lowe needs to straighten. That is... Forde taps and goes, needs the support. He's taken play inside the 22. Du Plessis. Victor Matfield keeps it close to Bismarck du Plessis. Scrambled defense from Wales. Glenn from Mueller needs support. Dominated in the collision, South Africa. Jan Serfontein gets man and ball. Mornay staying the show and go. Wrapped up by his opposite number, Dan Bigger. Pick up and drive. Nowhere to go for Matfield. The swivel is good. Willie Leroux back inside the corner. Hendricks gets wrapped up by a red blanket. Got to roll away there. Getting Jenkins.
He caught a maul just before that went to ground, unfortunately for South Africa.
Here's the line-out steal from Victor Matfield. And this was the high tackle from Wyn Jones on Francois Lowe. It's a technical mistake from Cornel Hendricks. He's gone in too upright, and they've been able to hold him up. Toby Faletau doing very well there.
13 more minutes left in this game. With a solid performance from Cornel Hendricks as Wales are making the changes. Evan Jarbers will come in for his fourth cap for Wales. Replacing young Samson Lee. To be pleased with his effort, Samson Lee. And in his fifth test match for Wales, 21-year-old, the youngest player in the Welsh squad. Samson Lee. Better management at scrum time by Wales. Phillips Bigger inside the 22. Banner just buying time, looking for that safety of the 22. And Willie Leroux has utilised it as a kick straight into touch.
Good clearance from Leroux, but the Springboks don't want to be playing rugby in their own half. They want to get deep into Welsh territory and pressure the Welsh to make some mistakes. And they need to claw back that 10-point differential.
At the back, Owens was at him straight. Faletau does the tidying up. Josh Turnbull, outstanding innings for Wales today. Scott Berger makes a good stop. Phillips change of direction from the Welsh scrum off. Roberts straightens over the gain line for Wales. Charteris brushes away Bismarck du Plessis. Slower ball. Owens, strong second on from the Welsh hooker. Good stop by Victor Matfield on Jamie Roberts. Phillips, Bigger probing, he's turned Brian Abana and he's overcooked it.
Well, I think that's the first mistake that Bigger's made today. He didn't manage to convert one of the long-range penalties, but we'll call that par for the course. Everything else has really fallen for him. He's distributed nicely, he's tackled nicely, he dropped into the pocket there. That's Jamie Roberts, enjoying the attentions of Scott Berger and Victor Matfield. Almost a lost ball there, but then from the possession that they managed to hang on to, Bigger dropped into the pocket.
It's Matfield who wins it back for South Africa. Berger, Jan Serfontein, front foot ball for the Springboks. Change of direction from Dupria, looking to suck in more players. Dwayne Vermeulen with the charge upfield. Dupria finds Flip Panamova.
One move!
Advantage to South Africa. Not rolling away. Decision time here. Bofton instead. Should he take the three?
I think take the points. They should have taken the last set.
To the side, please.
They've had two opportunities. One turned into a line-out, which they lost the following scrum, and then the next one, Forde took quickly, and they turned it over. In my opinion, it could have been 9 points if you include this one. It'll be a 1-point game.
Jenkins has shown all the experience and does try to roll away, but look where he's rolling to, straight into the scrum half spot, so he's obstructing the ball coming out. And Steve Walsh is very aware of the laws.
It's definitely been a trend though today. They've slowed down the Springbok attacking ball very, very well.
Satisfactory from Morné Steyn, and it's a 7-point game at the Bombela Stadium. First 3 points in the second half for South Africa. First points in the second half. Trailed by 7. Split the forward South Africa as the restart comes from Bigger. Matfield goes up. Pulls it back, probing that blind side. Good reaction from Ken Owens. Pick up and drive from Victor Matfield. Oh, he's lost it. Turnover at a crucial stage in the game.
Number one did great work.
Well, it's a ding-dong battle, and Wales have won that. Bigger will come up, and he's got a chance to make right the 3 points that they've just given away, so they'll also get a chance to waste some minutes with their lead. Things not looking bright for South Africa with 23 and a bit minutes to go. There's Matfield, he's gone to ground straight away. Sometimes you need to just drop a shoulder in and drive with the legs a little bit, get the tackler on the back foot.
Great strike from Dan Bigger. Local crowds here just didn't distract him. Blocked it all off and maintained a 10-point lead for Wales. Stain restarts. Elwyn Jones goes up. Good fielding skills. Played in the air, so it's going to be a penalty to Wales.
Well, another mistake from South Africa, and it's becoming a problem for them. 10-point deficit, 20 minutes to play. It's got to be running through their minds that we can't make mistakes.
Bring it up on the big screen, mate, and time off. Gabby, time off.
Steve Walsh wants to have a look at the big screen. There he goes. He's gone for the ball.
Just have a look what Flip does next, though.
Yeah, if you look at the left boot of Wyn Jones, look at it. It is flying up towards Flip's face, but he's pushed it. He's lucky not to have a yellow card there. Very lucky.
The debate is quite simple. Is it protecting his face?
Glenn, I took my eyes off it into the last angle. Can you show me that reverse angle of what Forde Green does? Thanks, mate.
Well, so you want to watch?
Maybe I've spoken too soon. The old commentator's course.
You want to watch him lift his foot, Steve?
Okay, so Victor's gone for the ball. There's nothing wrong with that. This is the problem here.
Your contest is okay. The issue is because he's off balance, you go up. Make sure his feet stay up, he's out of balance, okay? It's a yellow card.
Well, the crowd don't like it, but it doesn't matter. You're not allowed to do that, and it's a yellow card offence.
Springboks are down to 14 men. The debate will carry on. Was Phillip protecting his face? Well, the boot of Elwyn Jones flying towards it. Test of character for South Africa.
And then comes Kuni Westhuizen into the tighted berth, going to proceed. Had a good afternoon, particularly in the driving maul sector.
10 points separate these two great rugby nations. What a comeback from Wales from last weekend. Off the top, Phillips back on the attack. Jamie Roberts puts his head down. Phillips getting Jones. Phillips calling his forwards to go same side. They lose a bit of ground. Superb defense by South Africa. Phillips to Owens, Kuni Westhuizen, his first contribution this evening. Jones, good stop by Skalkberger. Phillips to Owens, looking for work. Dominated in the tackle by Dwayne Vermeulen. Bigger, Jonathan Davies. Switch for Jamie Roberts. Numbers of the breakdown by Wales. They retain position or Dante Bismarck du Plessis. Supreme upper body strength. Billy LaRue will come in for South Africa. LaRue, he's got Brian Abano cuts inside. Position with the Springboks. Matawa Rira. Oh, he's lost it. Just not their day, the Springboks today, but for Wales, 20 more minutes. They could rewrite the history books.
Well, that's Rob Harvey, the former captain and scrum half of Wales. He's now involved in the coaching setup. This is the turnover. Look at that. The first bit of hard work is done by Francois Lowe. Second man there is Bismarck du Plessis, showing immense strength to get that ball out. That's Mark Phillips. Look at the right hand on the ball. And he's pulling it away from the grip of Tendai and Tawarira, the beast.
Ryan from in and receiving quite extended treatment there from his staff.
So once again, he's laboured on for South Africa, put his body on the line. Going for Vermeulen. And it's over 25,000 people in attendance here at the Bombela Stadium. Too many that were hoping the Springboks would dominate and annihilate the Welsh, but not to be. They've witnessed a classical test match. Inch by inch, you've got to fight for every point. Have the Springboks got enough character to turn this tide around as they trail by 10? Good Welsh drum. Plenty of communication up front by Wales, looking to keep it in. And they get the penalty.
Over here, 9.
What happened there, Robbie Kimpson?
7-man scrum, I think we forget that flips off the field. Up against a very powerful unit this afternoon in this Welsh pack. No problem for Aaron Jarvis on that tight head as well. Really putting a lot of pressure through on that tight head.
Pressure back on the Springboks, Boskins there.
Oh, big time. I think the Springboks are going to have to look deeply within themselves here. Now comes a line out. They've also still got 7 forwards on. So that was a scrum. Kuni Oosthuizen didn't look very comfortable there. They keep wanting to play him at tight head. I'll be honest, with 20 minutes to go, for me, Scott Brits or someone like that might come on and have a chance at making a difference.
South Africa won the line out. Kuni Oosthuizen does the tidying up to Priya in the pocket for Morné Steyn with immense pressure. It's a world-class clearance from Morné Steyn.
Knock on.